Hello everybody and welcome to Top 10 Things of All Things. This may include Formula 1 sponsors, which is what we have now, and this is the most unusual. Here we are at number 10 with the Sega sponsored Donington race of 1993, and here we see the race winner Ayrton Senna holding the Sega trophy with Sonic on it actually. It's quite nice. Here we are, the trophy, and it's quite an unusual sponsor. You never expect to see a video games developer sponsoring a Formula 1 race, but here we are with that today. Number 9, and this is the least successful car on the list by far. Well, that's based on opinion of course, but here we are. MasterCard Lola only actually did 2 practice sessions, I think it did, and a qualifying in which it was like 10 seconds off the pace, so failed to qualify for the first race. Of course, this is the MasterCards, and MasterCard have actually sponsored a few major events, which include the Rugby World Cup and others. But hey, this is the Formula 1 team, and this is in 1997. Of course, you never expect these type of companies to be sponsored Formula 1 teams. You probably expect them to be sponsoring the actual events themselves like Sega did. Right, so here we are in number 8, it's called Moneytron, and Moneytron sponsored the Onyx team in 1989. Moneytron itself is a stock market investment company. Well, it's the actual supercomputer itself, and the supercomputer itself was apparently able to predict economic changes. Something interesting, you never expect anything like that to ever work. Pretty sure it didn't actually, so here we are. So at number 7 we have the Invest in Wilson 2003 Minardi. You could say it's not really sponsorship, but it's basically a substitute for sponsorship. You could liken it to the crowdfunding done by Caterham in 2014 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix after they went into administration, but this was for Wilson himself to get a Formula 1 seat and pay for his drive. Could call him a pay driver in that sense. First, they say Niki Lauda was once a pay driver. So here we are at number 6 with the Earth Dreams sponsorship thing. Was it a sponsorship? I can't actually remember if it was a sponsorship. You never know. I think it was a sponsorship, but yeah, myearthdream.com was that's a sponsor itself, and it was created with the intention of promoting environmental awareness, probably. Well, at least that's the intention I get. So here we go, this is the 2007 and this is the 2007 livery. The 2008 livery came afterwards, and it wasn't actually that successful either way. And you'll probably guess it only achieved like 1 podium through the whole of 2 years. And the 2007 season was pointless, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's horrible, really. And this sponsored the HRT in 2012. From what I understand, KH7 is basically another version of Sillet Bang, which you might not have heard of them, but I'll explain to you what they do. They basically create a solution which is bottled and basically removes grease, and it's quite weird, really. So here we are with, at number 4, the ABBA sponsorship, if you want to call it that. But what was really done was ABBA's stickers were chucked all over the car looked like they actually had some sponsorship. I think that's what HRT tried in 2011 but really failed, but this was in 1981 with the ATS team. Wasn't really successful, and yeah, it's quite unusual if you ask me. So here we are at number 3 with the, God knows why, I really don't understand why. This is Penthouse, the adult magazine I've never heard of really, and you'll probably see a woman in a short skirt. Yes, I know it's not really under 18 appropriate, if you think about it, but who cares? It's a YouTube video, not the Disney Channel or the BBC. And that's unusual, but I'm pretty sure the next two are far more unusual, if you ask me. If you don't know what this company is, I urge you to have a good research, to be honest, because it might help you sometime in the future. Yes, here at number 2 we have the Durex sponsorship of something. Can't remember what, but hey, it's the Durex sponsorship. And yeah, of course it wasn't very quick in a straight line as far as I know, and it probably wasn't very quick elsewhere. But hey, at least it was safe, and I don't think anybody died in it, which is good. You may have heard me hinting about this one. Well, the first one, my weirdest sponsor in the early sponsors, but here you see the HRT F111 sponsoring sponsor locations on its own car. Yeah, that's how you know you're pretty desperate for cash, to be honest. If you're advertising sponsorship locations on your car, you have a serious financial problem. Although I did like the car itself, it was a very good design. I think it was done by a Hollywood car designer or something. That was incredibly good.